Hey guys, I just got back from a trip to San Antonio and some other parts of my market, and I wanted to kind of discuss real quickly what I'd seen from an HR standpoint. In the main markets I have of San Antonio and Austin, it seems like the chief human resource officers and HR leaders I'm speaking to, either through my personal vlog, if you guys have checked that out, or through my engagements at Paylocity, the company I work for, they're all focusing on one thing, which is the employee experience at work. I think it's like a mindset shift that happened, and I can attribute it to unemployment rates probably being so low right now, 3% in both of those markets that I operate a lot in. I read yesterday, Amazon's bringing they rented 145,000 square feet of office space in Austin. We know that Apple is coming to Austin, adding a huge campus here already in the works. In San Antonio, I'm seeing manufacturing thriving. I see a sense of community there from the economic standpoint and the sense of helping nonprofits thrive and grow. I've noticed that happening, their technology improving. But I want to touch on this concept of employees at work real quick while I still got your attention. For most of us, I think that might mean kind of like the ping pong table and the keg in the room, and maybe the, all the tricks of the trade, if you will. And I'm not discounting that from a cultural standpoint, but I don't know if that really defines the employee experience. When I consider the factors I see, the most successful clients I have, I kind of have to go back to a talk that Brene Brown gave, that Inc. magazine covered, and it's regarding, employers and their relationships with employees. And the simple message is kind of, if you want your company to succeed, then tell your employees up front, they're gonna fail. And when they do, you're not gonna be their shoulder to cry on. That's kind of a harsh message. Tell them, when you fail, I'm not gonna coddle you. You have to pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and get right back into it. And the intention, I think, behind what Brene said and what this article said is essentially the approach isn't meant to be mean. It's about kind of setting expectations to your employees, inevitably, that they're going to fall short at some point. And in the long run, that should make them stronger workers, stronger people, if you're having those critical conversations with them. I had my own issue just avoiding this quest for perfectionism. I'll talk about that Brene really opened my eyes to, what she referred to as it's a 20-ton shield, a piece of armor that is so heavy it weighs us down and protects us from shame and judgment. And it actually slows us down. I was in a meeting today, a great meeting, with, I think this was a director of finance, very large organization. We talked about this very thing. It was an incredible conversation. So, don't trick yourself into believing that perfectionism is excellence. That's what Brene says. It's not. And so, as a parent, as a former coach, as mentors to many people, you do the same thing. We tell our kids in sports and different areas or grades, whatever, walk it off. My kids are really into sports, and what do I tell them? Hey, next play. If they fail on one play, I tell them next play. But we still learn from what happened. We still go back and look at it, whether it's a game tape or whether it's just a random play that took place. We talk just constructively about it. Say, hey, what could we have done differently? I don't personally have 100 employees or 500 employees or 800 employees like the group I spoke to today. So those touch points that Claude Silver talked to me about a long time ago are exceptionally critical, I think. So I think the real question for you kind of as HR leaders and C-suite leaders is, what have you learned from the failures that have happened with your employees? And have you talked to the employees? Have you had that touch point? And now are you aligned to move forward there? So that was kind of my thought after running through 4 appointments today in San Antonio and getting to talk to some really dynamic people. And I hope you have a great day. Hope you gain something from this. And I'd love to hear your thoughts if you have any comments or anything else. Okay, be well.